Yes, let me check, guys, if I'm live yet. As usual, I cannot see myself live right now. So just give me a moment to check it again. Live right now? Yes, now I can see myself live. Good news. Now I can see myself live. Well, that's some good news, right? Let me check if everything is proper. Cool. Everything is proper now, and now we can get started with our chapter. So it says, let me see if somebody's here. Not right now. Okay, cool. No issues. I believe that you guys will be watching this session in the recorded form. So I welcome all of you. The very first thing I would like to say is that I would like to welcome all of you here. And let me check. I need to change. If now it's okay. Yes, now it's better, right? Now it is better. Okay, so we can get started. As you know that this is your Unacademy, and we are going to ace in your exams, especially in term 2 now, right? Because as you guys know that now there will be a starting of your term 2 examinations, right? It will be term 2 examinations which will be starting, correct? So we are going to prepare for term 2, and we are going to cover all the important illustrations, all the important concepts, all the questions in our plus sessions, okay? So that's the deal for now. And the very most and important thing is that we okay, chalo, let me tell you good news first. But before it, let me give you my brief introduction. My name is Kirti Sharma, and I am now your chemistry educator, alright? And I have done my graduation from University of Delhi itself, and I have more than 5 years of teaching experience, okay? So let's get started. I believe it's going to be a bit fun for you, but not many people, or I would say not everyone, knows that this category has been launched, okay? So I would really appreciate if you can help us in order to grow, in order to promote and propagate us, so that we can all boost up our performance together, correct? Now let's move ahead. As you can see here that today the topic of discussion is going to be chemical kinetics, and since this class is happening after a long time, right? This class is happening after a really long time. It is the very first class of January for class 12, right? This is particularly for class 12, correct? So I will not be starting anything new today. I will be, give you a quick revision what we did in the previous lectures, in lecture number 1 and in lecture number 2, okay? So yeah, all right. So bache, my code is Kirti S Live. What is my YouTube code? That is Kirti S Live. Oopsie. Yeah, my YouTube code is Kirti S Live. Kirti S Live. That's my code. All right. And what is new about this code? That if you get plus subscription right now, like before 5th of January, if you get it before 5th of January, it's not 6th, it is 5th, before 5th of January, that is tomorrow. And that is tomorrow. So if you get it by tomorrow, then you will get an additional 22% off. You are going to get additional 22% discount. Usually by using my code, you get 10% off. You get 10% discount, but this time you will get how much? 22% discount. This time you're going to get 22% discount. So I believe that it is a huge deal, right? It is a pretty interesting deal. Let's resolve 2022, and I believe that this is an amazing deal. So it is a very rare offer, I would say. This is a very rare offer. So get the plus subscription right now, right away. The plus batch has already been launched yesterday. So we have like started the classes yesterday. Today was also a class. Tomorrow will always also be a class, and plus classes I'm talking about. And we will be covering like whole syllabus, whole important concepts, questions for ISC in that particular plus batch. So if you like, I'm quite sure you guys are interested. So if you use my code, I'll tell you again, that is Kirti S Live. My code is Kirti S Live. So if you use this code, you will get additional 22% off, and it is going to be very economical for you, such that I would say that all of your preparation, whether it is physics or chemistry or maths, all the things will be sorted at once. Okay, so pretty interesting deal this is. That's why I am emphasizing on it so much. Now you already know that the Telegram group link is given. It's already given in the description box. So right now join the Telegram group for all the notifications and all the updates. Okay, so you already know that this is my code, Kirti S Live. This particular class is for class 11. This is for class 11, Chemical Kinetics. I know why it's written 11 here. It is for class 12. Right? So let's get started with our revision. Please remember, guys, a very important deal for you, that before 5th of January, before tomorrow, like you can do it tomorrow, I mean, right? Till 5th of January, not before, I would say till 5th of January. Let's, change it. I would say till 5th of January, this is valid. That is tomorrow. If you get it done by tomorrow, then you will get 22% off, and on all the subscriptions all over Unacademy. So get it done right now. Okay, so let's get started, and do not forget to subscribe us on YouTube right now. The target of the subscribers for now, we have set it quite small for now, so that it will grow. For now, the target, let's target only 1K subscribers, that is 1000 subscribers. Okay, now what we're gonna do, Chemical Kinetics, and today it is a revision session, you can say. I would say that this is your revision session, so that if you forgot what we did in the previous lectures, you will remember, right? You will remember. So let's get started. Let's begin. Lecture number not 1. It is written here lecture number 1 because now what we're going to see what we did in lecture number 1. This is the revision. This is the revision of lecture number 1. So let's get started. The very first thing we started with was what is chemical kinetics, what are the various applications, various live various live applications of chemical kinetics. So I would say that chemical kinetics is a branch of science which deals with the speed of the reaction, like whether the reaction is happening at a slow rate or at a fast rate. So it deals with the the rate of the chemical reaction. By rate of the chemical reaction we mean what? By the speed of the chemical reaction, as simple as that. By speed of chemical reaction, right? That is simply your chemical kinetics, correct? Now, what else do you study in case of chemical kinetics? We also discussed some of the factors on which the speed of the reaction depends, right? Like we saw that on concentration, on temperature, on the nature of the reactant, on the state of the reactant, and on the pH of the reactant. Everything matters, everything contributes when it comes to the to the factors which influence the rate of the reaction, the speed of the reaction. So that's what chemical kinetics is, okay? And what we did apart from it, that's what we always do, right? I told you the applications of chemical kinetics, correct? Now how do we use it in our daily life? Correct? How do we use it in our daily life? That's what I told you. So I don't know why you guys have been watching the sessions in the recorded form and not in the live form. Okay, let me see about the previous one. What happened to it? It like some technical issue was there, but the session went well, quite well, I would say. Let me open this link in my phone so that I can see myself. All right, okay. So when it comes to chemical kinetics, every reaction has some speed, right? Every reaction has some speed. Every reaction happens at different speeds. So what do we mean by, okay, let's look at this slide first, which says that the goal of chemistry is to understand the macroscopic world by examining the molecular world. So in this chapter we look at how these changes occur with time. So now we dealt with the slow reactions and the fast reactions, right? What would be a slow reaction? It would be a one which is happening at a low rate, which is happening at a very low speed. That's what you call a slow reaction. It would have a low rate, low speed of reaction. The reaction is happening at a very slow rate. When it comes to a fast reaction is happening at a fast rate, at a high rate. It is taking shorter time to complete, but a slow reaction will take longer time to complete, right? That's what we call as slow reactions and fast reactions. You can just simply I would say you can just simply compare it with the speed of the car. Not as in the case of rate of reaction, you can also see it in case of the speed of the car. If the speed of the car is very low, then you will cover the distance in longer period of time, right? In a longer time. But if the speed of your car is very fast, so what would happen? You will cover the distance in a very short duration of time. So that is what we mean. I hope you have understood till now what is the relationship between slow reactions and fast reactions with time, right? Very easy to understand, very basic this is. It's just that I'm discussing this again so that you guys won't be confused, because the previous lectures happened in December and there was some gap in between, so you guys might have forgotten. That's why I am repeating this like somewhat again. So now what can we say? That the slow reaction is defined as the reaction which takes longer time to complete, right? That's what I made you understand, that it takes longer time to complete. The slow reaction possesses a low rate of reaction. Simply we can say that it possesses low speed of reaction. If you get confused by the word rate of reaction, you can just simply say speed of the reaction. It possesses slow speed. The speed of the reaction is very slow. They possess higher activation energy, but in case of slow reactions, they have higher activation energy. Now, what is activation energy if we talk about? Activation energy is simply the least amount of energy which is needed by the reactant in order such that the reaction will proceed. Okay. So this is the minimum amount of energy which a reactant must have such that in order to carry the reaction. Okay, as we can see here, we must have this thing, right? Activation energy, as you can see here, it is the least amount of energy which is needed by the reactants for the formation of products. It is the least amount of energy required to energize, or you can say to activate the molecule so that the reaction will be proceeded. That's why when you can say the exothermic reactions are the one in which there is evolvement of heat, right? So the exothermic reactions and endothermic reaction possess different activation energies. All right, now let's get back here. So we saw that in case of slow reactions, they possess higher activation energy. They need high energy of activation, right? That's why the reaction is happening at a slow rate, correct? The examples, now what can be the examples of slow reaction? You can say simply the rusting. You can say what? रस्टिंग, जिसको आप हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि जंग लग जाता है, राइट? सो rusting is a very slow process. It doesn't happen like at a very quick rate. You know already that when you put iron in presence of moisture and air, you can say in presence of moist air, so the Fe, that is your iron, will start getting rusted, correct? But does it happen this way that you put the iron in the moist air and in a moment the rusting starts? No. It takes many days, it takes years, it takes months to get that process started even, right? So that is a very slow process. Another example can be whenever like you go to the library, you must have seen the old books, right? Old books have somewhat yellowish pages instead of white, right? They are not whitish, they are yellowish. Why? Because again, this is also I would say a very slow process, which is happening at a very low rate, right? So that's why they are talking a lot of time. Okay, now let's come back to the fast reaction. So the fast reaction is the one which is defined as a reaction which takes a shorter time to complete. It takes a shorter time to complete. The fast reaction possesses a high rate of reaction. What happens with in case of the fast reaction possesses high rate of reaction, means it will happen at a high speed, it will take a shorter time to complete, right? That's what we mean by fast reactions. And in case of activation energy, they possess smaller activation energy. What it means is they need less amount of energy so that the reaction will start happening, right? So the lesser the energy the reactant needs, faster will be the reaction, correct? So they possess smaller activation energy. What can be the examples? I would say neutralization reaction. What can you say? Neutralization reaction, a very quick reaction. The moment you add your acid and base, and in a moment you can see that salt and water is produced. So very easy, very simple it becomes, correct? Right. So examples can be, as I said, neutralization reaction, or whenever you lit a matchstick, whenever you strike a match, that is जब भी आप matches जलाते हो, a very quick process, a very fast reaction, that is. Or you can say burning of petrol in a car engine, or burning of LPG or CNG. That's like a very fast reaction. That's why we also say that these kinds of gases and petrol and diesels, they are kind of very dangerous for us, because they catch fire very quickly. The reaction is very fast, right? They catch fire very easily. Even if like they get a spark, it is enough for them. So it is a very fast reaction. So now you're like, ma'am, why are you telling us the slow reaction and the fast reaction? I am telling you this because right now we are not interested. When we talk about this chemical kinetics, we are not interested. What I told you, we are not interested in slow reactions and fast reactions. We are not interested in such kinds of reaction, all right? So then you're like, ma'am, then what are we interested in? So we are interested in moderate reactions. Now what are moderate? Moderate speed reactions, particularly, more precisely, we should write moderate speed reactions. Moderate speed reactions. It means the reactions which are happening at a moderate rate. They are not very slow. They are like not too slow, neither very fast. So they are happening at a very moderate rate. ना तो वो slow है, ना वो fast है, such that we can easily study their speed, so that we can easily observe them. We can easily observe them and study about them. ठीक है, study regarding what? Regarding their speed. Study about their speed, you can say, right? That's what you can say. Apart from it, what can we say? Okay, now one more thing I would tell you. Okay, let's change the code here first. You will get additional 22% off, and this code is valid only till 5th of January, that is tomorrow. And if you use this code, that is Kirti S Live. let me correct it with a single I. This is Kirti. That is Kirti S Live. Okay, you can just use this code if you want 22% discount. This is a very rare offer, which is you can say a new year offer which is going on. That's why you are getting only on that's why you're getting a 22% off. Okay, so use this code Kirti S Live to get plus subscription right now, because as you know that this offer is only valid till 5th of January. Till 5th of January. After that, you won't be able to take benefit from for such plus classes. And we will be covering all the syllabus, all the concepts, all the questions, all the illustrations in your plus sessions, as the plus batch has already been launched yesterday, that was 3rd of January, and the classes are going on from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. The classes are going on from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is the timing of the batch for chemistry particularly. I'm talking about chemistry here. So it is like a 4 to 5 p.m. So use this code, that is Kirti S Live, and get the plus subscription now so that you would get 22% off. Okay, let's move ahead. We did this activation energy. Now we started with rate of reaction part, right? So I made you understand this with the help of simply speed of the car, because it becomes quite easy to compare, right? That's why I made you understand using this concept. Okay, so the speed of the car. Hi bache, who is watching? Come on, fast, comment hi, fast. I'm waiting for your response. So it is rate of reaction, that which I made you understand with the help of speed of the car. So as you can say simply that your speed of the car is the distance covered over time taken, right? So that is your total distance over total time. So how do you say that? You are like, ma'am, x2 minus x1, final distance minus initial distance, that's the distance you covered and the time. So that comes out to be your average speed of the car, right? But if I want to talk about this came out to be your average speed of the car. But now if I want to talk about instantaneous speed, something which your speedometer shows, right? The moment you accelerate your vehicle, it shows deflection, right? Whether it is 50 km per hour, 30 km per hour, 65 km per hour, right? It shows the deflection instantly. So that's your instantaneous speed, right? That is what? That's your instantaneous speed. So you can say that if this is your speed of the car, if this time interval reaches 0, almost 0, so that it becomes an instant, it becomes a movement, and in that particular moment, in that very short time, you will cover a short distance. So that short distance is represented by dx or dt, right? So it becomes dx by dt, correct? So that's what you say is your instantaneous speed of the car. But now if we talk about the rate of the reaction, so now the rate of reaction is measured in concentration, right? Because we know as the reaction proceeds, suppose this is a reactant R and it gets converted into product P, all right? Now the concentration of reactant, what we know is that the concentration of reactant have to decrease, right? Only then the reactants will be consumed and the products will be formed, right? So that's why we say that the concentration of reactant will decrease and the concentration of product will increase. That's what will happen, right? So there will be always a change in concentration whenever a reaction proceeds, correct? So what can you say? For average speed of reaction, you can say change in concentration. That you can say final concentration C2 minus this initial concentration C1, okay? So you can say C2 minus C1 over T2 minus T1. Final time minus initial time. So this becomes your delta C by delta T. It comes out to be your average rate of reaction, correct? But if I want you to tell me the instantaneous rate of the reaction, like what is the rate of the reaction right now, or you want to know the rate of the reaction at some particular moment, so what do? You had this delta C by delta T, right? Motivation hub, hi. So it's your delta C by delta T. Hi bache, how are you? So what will happen? You can say again, if this limit time t approaches to 0, then your time interval became so small such that it only became an instant, a moment, एक पल रह गया वो. So in very little time there will be a little change in the concentration, and little changes are represented by D. I am hoping that this you have studied in your class 11 and 12 maths, correct? So it becomes dC by dt, correct? So that's your instantaneous rate of reaction. Now I told you a note, and that is that the rate of the reaction is always positive. It can never be negative. Let me know, motivation hub, if you have any doubt till now, bache. This is just a revision of what we did in the previous lectures. Let me know if you have any doubt. All right. I hope we can move ahead. There is no doubt, motivation hub. And I would like to tell you one thing, that there is an amazing offer which is going on, and it is only valid till tomorrow. It is only valid till tomorrow. Tomorrow, that is 5th of January. And that offer is, if you want to get plus subscription, then you can get additional 22% off. You can get 22% off by using my YT code, and that code is Kirti S Live. That code is, Kirti is my name, it is Kirti S Live. So I would tell you, that's my suggestion for you, bache. Take the plus subscription right now by using this code. This is a very rare offer. It does not happen, it's not an offer which can be applied daily. It is only valid till tomorrow. This is a new year offer. That's why it's 2022, right? So that's why you are getting 22% off. And if you get the plus subscription for a longer time, it will already cost you less, and over it you will get 22% off. So it's going to be very economical for you. So use this code Kirti S Live right now and get the plus subscription, and promote this as much as you can. All right, let's move ahead. Yeah, So for a hypothetical reaction, then next what we did, okay, I'll make you understand this again. Like for a hypothetical reaction that we did, A gives you B, in which like the stoichiometric coefficient of both A and B is simply 1, okay? You can say that rate of disappearance of A, as I told you, that whenever a reaction proceeds, what did I tell you? That whenever a reaction proceeds, what happens? The concentration of reactant increases, or you can say that the reactant will always disappear. What can you say? That reactant always disappears. Always disappears. Reactant गायब हो जाता है, and what will happen to the product? Product is formed. What can you say? That product is formed, or you can say that a product appeared. That's what you can say. So if you want to know the rate of disappearance of reactant, this which in this case is A. So how do you write it? You write it as minus of dA by dt. Now whenever you write something in the square brackets, as you can see here, whenever you write something in the square brackets, it simply means that you are writing the concentration of A. What does this mean? It means that you are writing, you mean the concentration of A. You mean the concentration of A. Similarly, here it will be concentration of B. It will be concentration of B, all right? So now, you say that, ma'am, the rate of disappearance, why in case of disappearance, why in case of reactants, we are applying this negative sign here? That is why I told you, let's write it here, okay? I told you that whenever you write changes, DC or delta C, the change in concentration. So what is that change? You say that final concentration minus initial concentration. So in case for reactants, this value will come out to be negative, right? Why? Because the concentration, the final concentration of reactants is always going to be lesser. That's why I told you now that the reactant always disappears. The reactant is getting consumed. So the final concentration, that is C2, is always going to be greater than C1, right? So this value of delta C itself is going to be negative, right? So in order to remove this negative, because I told you already that rate of the reaction is always positive. I told you already that rate of the reaction has to be positive always, right? Speed is always positive. It can never be negative. Okay, so it becomes simply that in order to remove this negative sign, you apply an additional negative sign. Here you added additional negative sign so that this delta C will remain positive. Delta C will remain positive in case of change in concentration of reactants. So that's why in case of minus dA by dt, we always apply this negative sign. All right. I hope that there is no doubt till now, but if there is any doubt, then let me know in the live chat or in the comments, okay? just let me know, and we will get them sorted. All right, so let's move ahead. So this is the example that we did, correct? Now this is simply a rate of the reaction, the delta x by delta t. These are the similar examples that we use. That's your speed of the car, and change in distance over change in time. That's what we did, right? That's your reaction rate, change in concentration over change in time. This we have already discussed, right? I believe no doubt till now, right? There is no doubt till now that your rate of reaction is simply change in concentration over change in time. Now, let me write this again for you. Okay, we'll do this again because this is something important. Now, if like if this is a general reaction which is given to you, this is a general reaction which is given to you, that is AA plus BB gives you CC plus PD. Okay, this is our general reaction. So how do we write the rate of the reaction? Okay, this time this is not just rate of disappearance of A. This we discussed, that rate of disappearance of A will be simply minus dA by dt. The rate of disappearance of B was plus dB by dt, correct? Now we are going to see how can we write the rate of the reaction. Okay, so we say that rate of the reaction in terms of A, if one write, it will become minus 1 by A dA by dt. It will become minus 1 by A dA by dt. That's how we write. Okay, in case of reactants, you will always add this minus sign. You will always apply this minus sign. Okay, then what can you say? It will become minus 1 by B dB by dt. Minus 1 by B dB by dt. Now we have moved on to the product side. So it will be plus 1 by C, small c. That's the coefficients of A, B, C, D, capital A, B, C, D. So it will become plus 1 by C, change in concentration of capital C by dt, right? And it will be equal to, in terms of D, plus 1 by small d. It will be change in concentration of capital D by change in time, that is dt. So that is how you write the rate of the reaction. Okay, now if I tell you that you want to relate, what you want to do, if I tell you that you want to relate, rate of reaction, rate of the reaction, and rate of appearance or rate of disappearance, rate of appearance or rate of disappearance. So how can you say that? You can just simply say that rate of reaction. You can simply say that rate of reaction is equal to, what can we say? Let me use yellow color. Yeah, so what can you say? This minus and this dA by dt. If we look at this minus and this dA by dt, this is what? This is your rate of disappearance of A. This is your rate of disappearance of A, right? So what can you say? You can say that the rate of reaction is equal to 1 by small a times the rate of disappearance of capital A, right? This term because is simply minus dA by dt, right? This term is simply minus dA by dt. So that's what you can say. Similarly, what can you say? That the rate of the reaction will come out to be 1 by small b times 1 by small b times b was also our reactant. So we can say that it will be 1 by b times rate of disappearance of b. Okay, as this value, only rate of disappearance of b will come out to be minus dB by dt. Now C and D were products. So we can write that it will be 1 by small c times rate of appearance of C. And similarly in terms of D, we can say that this will be 1 by D times rate of appearance of D. That's what it will become. Okay, I believe that there is no doubt till now. Okay, such that the rate of reaction is 1 by small a times rate of appearance of A, 1 by B times rate of disappearance of B, 1 by C times rate of appearance of capital C, and 1 by D times rate of appearance of D. If there is any doubt, then let me know in the comment section or in the Telegram group as well. Okay, you can just simply join the Telegram group and let me know if there is any doubt. Okay, now next thing that we did was the factors affecting the rate of a chemical reaction. Okay, before it, let me add something here. Okay, if you draw a graph, let's do it properly. If this is our line, right? Let's take another color. Oh, okay, why is it only available in like, or let's draw it simply then. If I tell you that we want to draw a graph for concentration versus time, that is, reactants are giving you products. So what would be the graph? As the product will start from 0, right? The concentration of the product in the initial time initially will be 0. So product will be starting from here, and as the concentration of the product will keep on increasing, right? It will increase, and it will become like this, right? So this is your product's concentration, right? And when it comes to your reactant, so what will happen? Its concentration was, say, somewhere here, C0. So what will happen? For reactant, the concentration will drop. Reactant will be formed. Products will be formed. So this is for reactants, right? Now this drop, if we look like this, if this drop depends on the stoichiometric ratios of the reactants and products. We will see in the next lecture how. Alright. Then we read the factors affecting the rate of the chemical reaction. That is the nature of reactant. We already discussed this though. It is nature of reactant, concentration of reactant, temperature, surface area of reactant, and radiation. Or you can also add pH. Okay. Next. So this was another class. Let's start from the beginning. And you know already that the offer which is going on if you use my code, that is KSIS1, sorry, not this code. If you use my code, that is Kirti S Live. That is Kirti S Live. You can get 22% off. You can get 22% discount. And this offer is valid only till 5th of January. Only till 5th of January. So I would suggest you to, to take benefits of this offer right now, because this offer is something which is like not available on a daily basis. Generally from this code you get only on 10% off, but now you will be getting 22% off. So I would just suggest you to take the plus subscription for a longer period of time, so that it will already be more beneficial for you economically, right? And even after like applying this discount, it will be very nominal for you. So I would suggest you to get the subscription right now, right away. It will be amazing for you guys, okay? Yeah, that's what we did in the previous lecture. We discussed this, that just we discussed right now. And moreover, one thing, you can find me over Unacademy platform by Unacademy Messenger. If you want to reach out to me, if you have any queries regarding any chapter or question, or regarding the plus subscription, you can just reach out to me on Unacademy Messenger, okay? You can just find me by writing Kirti Sharma, or this is my username. That's how you can find me. Kirti _ Please remember that this is not a dash, this is an underscore. नीचे वाला जो dash होता है, this is an underscore. So Kirti _ Sharma 1223. This is my username. Now then we did some questions. What we did? We did some questions. So as you can see that the reaction was given to us as half A gives us 2B. So what we did, we multiplied by 2 on both the sides. So we get A gives us 4B. Then we wrote the rate of the reaction first. I always tell you to write rate of reaction first, and then compare rate of appearance or rate of disappearance, then compare, okay? Okay, now let's move on. Okay, so what did you get? When for this A, the rate of the reaction in terms of A as well as the rate of disappearance of A, it will come out to be minus dA by dt, because the stoichiometric coefficient of A is simply 1. So you can say that minus dA by dt. Yashasvi. Nahi beta Yashasvi. Hi, I don't teach class 9 and 10. I am chemistry educator for class 11 and for class 12. Okay, bache? Yeah. But I would suggest you to promote the channel within your friends and family, so that everyone would be aware that this new channel has been launched, okay? And if you're planning to take the subscription, then you can just use my code. It is available all over Unacademy. That is Kirti S Live. The code is Kirti S Live, okay? Because I am Kirti S Live. Yeah, because bache, I don't know whether you know or not, there is an amazing offer which is valid till tomorrow, that if you use this code, you will get 22% discount on plus subscription. 22%. usually you get 10%, but if you use this code till tomorrow, that is 5th of January, you will get 22% off. So I believe that this is an amazing offer. Go through it, grab the opportunity. Okay, let's move ahead. Now the next question is, which is given to us. It said that N2 plus H2 is giving you Naresh Vyas. Hi Naresh, how are you, bache? So it says N2 plus 3H2 is giving you 2NH3. Okay, this is the Haber's process which is given to us. Now we have been asked to tell the relationship between dNH3 by dt and minus dH2 by dt. So the very first thing that you did, you wrote the rate of the reaction. So it will be simply, since the stoichiometric coefficient of nitrogen is 1, right? So it will become minus dN2 over dt. Then the stoichiometric coefficient of hydrogen is 3. So it will be minus 1 by 3 dH2 by dt. And in case of product NH3, it will become plus 1 by 2 dNH3 by dt, correct? So when you when you got the relationship, so you can say that this dNH3 by dt, if you send this to here, it will become minus 2 by 3 dH2 by dt, right? That's your option number A. So that's how you got that this is your right answer. All right, that's how you can say this was your right answer. So we did a lot of questions in the similar manner. Okay, you can go through them if in the lecture number 2, the previous lecture, we did a lot of questions, and we did law of mass action, we did law of rate law हमने किया, we saw the difference, we saw what is order and what is molecularity. That's what we saw in the previous lecture, right? So I told you to use this code for additional 22% today. You will get it additional 22% if you use this code today, and it is only valid till tomorrow, that is 5th of January. All right, so get the plus subscription right now. Send this to your school group, to your class group, so that everyone would be knowing that this is the new category which has been launched, and everyone can take part in it. As you can see here, this is the offer. Okay, you will get 22% off if you use this code. My code is Kirti S Live. The code is Kirti S Live. This is my code. All right, please use this code right now to avail 22% off on Unacademy Plus subscription. If you guys have any doubt, you can reach out to me on Unacademy Messenger. My username is Kirti_Sharma 1223. This is my username. So you can just reach out to me if you guys have any queries, any doubts regarding this. All right. So I'm expecting that I'll see you guys tomorrow in the plus session, in which we are discussing all the concepts, all the questions. Okay, that's where we do our 100% syllabus. So I'm expecting that you guys will be available there, and I'll be waiting for you, right? I will be waiting for you. So that is it for the day, guys. All right, see you guys tomorrow in the YT class, in the special class, in the plus class. Okay, we have some amazing schedule these days, so let's focus on our studies. Let's grow together. Okay, till then, take care and be safe, and use the code Kirti S Live to get 22% off. That is it for the day, guys. Bye bye.